Who is Gold Toes? Gold Toes is uh a guy. I think Gold Toes is probably maybe a little bit older than me. I'm not too sure. He's a norteño, let's say ex gangbanger out there, kind of the same story, but he's been in the music industry for many, many years. But he's always, well, not always, but for the last many years, over maybe 20 years, he's been pushing unity amongst Rasa, man. And he gets pushed back for that. And I I had Grifo on here, I had Swifty Blue on here, and they both have pretty much said that they're doing some type of business with him. He has a GT distribution, I believe it is, where they get your stuff and they push it, right? They push it to platforms and everything else. And I'm actually doing some work with Gotos as well in the works, right? Contract signed, so we are in business together, right? And this is what I see, man. And this is a question I have for all you guys. All right, let me get you in here. I have a question for all the norteños, all the Southsiders, all the upstate Southsiders. I have a question for all you guys right now. I need a real answer. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Brum. Goto's making feria as he should, homie, as he should. Okay, so I saw there was an upstate homie. I think he's a rapper, and this ain't no shot at him. This is me responding somewhat to what he said, right? Because this is what he says. I've seen in the comment section for months, if not years. I've seen it on both sides, right? And his comment was pretty much, how can we as homies from down here do work or business with anybody from up there? Like, we don't know the struggles and the deaths and the bloodshed and all that stuff that's been going on throughout all these years with the upstate homies. That they're frontlining, that we don't know what it is. So we should kind of ask them how they feel about it, so on and so forth, right? He said it very respectfully. Like I said, no, no, nothing. I'm responding as a man. So my question to that gentleman is, and to the same norteños that would sit there and say, "Nah, you shouldn't be working with them matos either," right? To both sides, they're saying you shouldn't be working with one another. Who has killed more Southsiders, homie? So like, huh? What's he mean? Yeah, just what I said. Who has killed more Southsiders? Have Northerners killed more Southsiders, or have Southsiders killed more Southsiders? It's a very simple question. I know the answer. I'm sure you guys know the answer. We have been killing our own out here for much longer, homeboy. So for anybody to sit there and say we don't know the struggle, I'm bringing guys in here into my home from 18th Street. My hood don't get along with 18th Street. Should I say fuck that guy? He shouldn't be in here. I'm bringing guys in here from MS-13. My hood don't get along with MS-13. And when I say we don't get along, I mean we got bodies, homie, on both sides, straight up. So I should worry about bringing a guy from 18th Street because a guy from Temple Street don't get along with him, right? Or I should be worrying about bringing a guy from Clanton because a guy from here don't get along. All right? No, homie, no. If we're gonna make peace as men, we put all that fucking shit behind us, homie. We can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, nah, homie. We've been doing this shit. This is new to you guys. We've been killing one another in the county jail, getting along, somewhat, right? Prison, you're gonna get along, homie. So all this about we don't know, we've been killing each other out here, homie. This ain't nothing fucking new. We've been killing each other out here for fucking decades, homie. So all that, we don't know the struggle, we don't know the front line. What our front line is 2 blocks over, and 2 blocks that way, and 2 blocks this way, and then another 2 blocks that way. So all that shit that we don't know, no, it's that we're becoming grown ass men and we're realizing that killing one another ain't the way to go, homeboy. And I'm not saying that you got to sit here and fucking hold hands and sing kumbaya with anybody. It's called, if somebody's doing business, I'm talking about a legitimate business like Grifo, like Swifty with Gotos. What's the fuck's the problem, homie? Unless if you're one of those that's gonna take your kid and you're gonna groom your kid to kill another, to hate another man because of where he's from, then that's a different story. Then you want some other shit, homie, that I'm just not on. But I refuse to sit there and put that same energy towards my grandkids, towards my own kids, to sit there and say hate that man because he's from this block, because he killed my homie. Because most of the guys that I know, and I've got a lot of dead homies, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I haven't seen their kids in years. I haven't gone to talk to their mom and say, "Hey, how you doing, mama?" It's hard enough for me to sit there and go pull up at the homie's house and doing life, and I'll give the moms money. Hey, shoot them some money. It's hard enough for me to do that, but to sit there and keep up with every homie that I know that's dead, and sit there and say, "Oh, I go to I'll be lying if I go and give their kids Christmas toys." I'll be lying, homie. So all this shit about I got dead homies. Most motherfuckers, once your homies are dead, a week later, homie, you not even a week within that day at the funeral, you guys are partying, talking a good time, while the mama's there crying her eyes out, and that mama's life is destroyed forever. So miss me with all that. Oh, you don't know. I know exactly how it feels, homie. The thing is, I'm man enough to know. You know what? I don't want my kids doing that shit. I don't want my grandkids doing that shit. So on some grown man shit, we gotta stop that bullshit and that mentality, homeboy.